Hi friends. Today I am going to review the book, Your Killer Emotions. The 7 Steps to Mastering the Toxic Emotions, Urges, and Impulses That Sabotage You by Lindner. Emotional versus intellectual decisions. When faced with a conflict, do you ever act impulsively under the sway of emotions that undermine your ability to make well-thought-out decisions? Someone who pushes your emotional buttons can skew your better judgment. In an emotionally charged situation, intelligence and reason may take a back seat. Emotions aren't necessarily good or bad per se. They are beneficial if they and their energy charges catalyze and compel you to make a positive and beneficial life choice. Rage, anxiety, angst, and even love can be so overpowering that they cause a physiological reaction that adversely affects your ability to act strategically. Your feelings alone don't cause discord, but expressing them in the wrong way can sabotage you. Instead, make your emotions your allies by directing and expressing them appropriately. Supremely high voltage, toxic energy charges triggered by certain people, events, things and perceptions often result in us reflexively and repeatedly acting out our destructive, self-sabotaging scripts of behavior to our great detriment. Solving a conflict between your intellect and your feelings requires managing your emotions and channeling your thoughts so you focus on the goals and outcomes you want to achieve. Such emotional mastery begins with acknowledging the important role your feelings play in your decision-making, particularly when crucial life choices are at stake. Such choices could include selecting a career, committing to lose weight, or deciding to be a different type of parent than your mother or father. With awareness, you will find that, rather than acting on impulse, you have the ability to think through different options so you can make better decisions. The 7 Steps of Emotional Mastery. The journey to mastering your emotions has these 7 steps. Step 1. Identify your most potent personal emotional triggers. Each person has unique goals, whether it's to be promoted to partner in a law firm, to be a loving family member, or just to be more organized. Some goals are more concrete, your gold, while others shape a broad vision of who you would like to be or where you want to go, your truth. The expression of an emotion can make all the difference as to whether you have a positive, self-esteem-raising result or a self-defeating, self-sabotaging, self-esteem-lowering one. Carefully examine your personal emotional triggers, the feelings that prompt you to act in either a positive or a negative way. This inventory of what ignites your emotions is critical. If being physically fit and healthy is one of your life goals, the temptation to eat fattening foods is a negative trigger. If you're a competitive athlete, fear of failure actually can be a positive trigger because it can motivate you to work hard and become more proficient at your sport. Take careful stock of how your emotions provoke you to behave so you can harness them as positive forces. Step 2. Anticipate tough choices. If you ever acted emotionally in a tense moment, you may wish you'd had the foresight to formulate your reaction in advance so you could have handled the issue differently. To prevent your feelings from driving your actions, plan ahead. With awareness, you can acquire the ability to anticipate a possible dilemma in advance so that you can make cognizant decisions about how you will act. Prepare yourself to direct your reactions consciously, not impulsively. Carefully consider the consequences before you make life choices. Developing greater clarity about your life goals will further enable you to make intelligent choices, even in emotional moments. Determine your tangible, gold, and intangible, truth, goals by making 2 lists. One of the results you most desire, and one of outcomes you definitely do not want. When your lists, ask yourself meaningful questions, such as, what do I most want to accomplish in life? Where do I want to go in my career? What do I want out of my life? What do I fear? Whom do I want as my friends? And what kind of person do I truly want to be? We focus on and so highly value the conscious life choice, because as human beings, we have the ability to clearly think, reason, and evaluate before we make our choices. Though it sounds simplistic, listing the wants, needs, and hopes in your heart, soul, and psyche can bring you closer to the life you desire. Imagine that you headed your gold list with giving up alcohol and leading a sober life. Anticipate that people will offer you alcoholic beverages at various social functions. Make a conscious decision that, rather than accepting the offer, you will request a non-alcoholic drink, such as a soda or juice. Once you've identified your behavioral goal, anticipated a stressor, and prepared an alternative action, you will be ready to make an intelligent, goal-oriented decision when you face a difficult choice. Step 3. Construct your future visuals. Many people use visualization as a powerful, motivational tool in reaching their objectives. To reach your long and short-term goals, think about how success will look. Framing, or creating a captivating image of success in reaching a goal, can provide an incentive in making crucial decisions. Visualization is the combination of framing and visualizing being in a challenging situation. Essentially, it is the act of taking a positive snapshot in your mind, such as crossing the finish line at a marathon. With knowledge comes understanding, and with understanding comes appreciation and identification, which can lead to your feeling compassion, sympathy, and empathy. Alternatively, to avoid a negative situation, such as driving under the influence of drugs or alcohol, a driver could create a visual of how this behavior previously resulted in a harmful consequence. Visualization is a highly motivational tool for making smart, thoughtful choices that lead to the result you want. It provides a strong reminder of what to do and what not to do. Create vivid mental pictures of better ways you could have dealt with a past event, such as losing your patience with a coworker, and conceptualize future events, such as delivering a great presentation. Seeing yourself in the moment and thinking through various outcomes can be a driving force in emotional control. Learning and practicing this skill is crucial for transforming your behavior. Step 4. Working with positive and negative energy. Breaking negative behavior patterns and making changes can be particularly difficult for someone who has been locked in a destructive cycle for some time. While most of us intellectually know what we should do in a given situation, when strong emotions come into play, we often make terrible decisions. Learn to identify and diffuse self-destructive ignition points, such as seeing yourself as helpless or inept. Release your anger and ramp down your stress. Identify people, places, and things that cause you to have negatively potent responses and dispose of their pessimistic energy. Consider who or what has pushed your buttons so you can diffuse the tension. Reflect on your personal history. Be aware of any traits you inherited, such as a history of depression or a need for anger management training, so you can address them. It is highly beneficial to understand from where and from whom these emotional patterns and scripts come and how they have negatively affected you. Take stock of previous incidents where you behaved in a damaging way, such as rejecting a loved one because you felt abandoned in the past. Identify the trigger of your harmful behavior. To move forward, forgive yourself. Show compassion to those who once may have hurt you. This will help you break negative behavior cycles. Step 5. Have a reminder list at your fingertips. You've done the hard work of channeling your emotions, now you can make better choices. Identify the people, things, and events you value above all others. To recap: 1. Be clear on the life choices you want to make. Have your list ready and arm yourself with knowledge about your past behavior patterns so you identify exactly what you do and don't want. 1. Consider the consequences of each choice. 2. Use visualization to avoid repeating damaging behavior patterns. Learn from your most vivid negative images to avoid repeating destructive conduct. 2. How did the event you are remembering have a deleterious effect on your life script? What did you learn from it? How would you behave differently if given the opportunity now? 3. Identify which triggers set you off emotionally. What provokes your strongest, most heartfelt responses? How can you use these surges of feelings to your benefit? 4. Stockpile your positive images. Who and what gives you optimistic energy and encourages you to change? What people, places, and things make you truly happy? Use these positive images as boosters toward achieving your goals. 5. Get rid of negative energy. Identify the factors that build your negative energy, avoid them and dismiss them as unconstructive. 5. Forgive yourself for past mistakes and consider them life lessons. 5. In order to move forward, absolve those who disappointed or hurt you. 6. Consider the adverse consequences. Being aware of all the consequences of a particular action will deter you from making choices that have damaging repercussions. 6. Envision a worst-case scenario and avoid it. 7. Ask yourself important questions about what you want in life. Gaining clarity about what you want will drive you to make intelligent, not emotional, choices. 8. Count your blessings. Use your sense of gratitude to help you let go of trivial matters. 9. Practice makes perfect. Anticipating how you will handle difficult situations and being well prepared will enable you to get the best results in many situations. Step 6. Prepare to make decisions that are consistent with your life goals. Your life choices are your biggest, most important decisions. When the time comes to make a resolution, know your truth and your gold. By keeping your gold and truth current, you can sustain your success. If you're anticipating making an important life choice such as whether to change careers, start a family or quit smoking, think carefully about what you want. Construct a visualization of your options, so you are ready when decision time comes. Step 7. Review your life choice process. Frequently review your list of life goals so you stay on track. Re-examine the factors that spark your strongest physiological reactions. Anticipate encounters with these triggers and develop a clear-cut strategy for making intellectual, not emotional, decisions. The beautiful thing about your past mistakes is that you can learn from them, objectively understand what went wrong or was flawed, and equip yourself with a better, more evolved and more efficacious skill set. Some decisions are specific, like buying goods using money you have in your pocket instead of a credit card. But not all decisions can be so precise, so remain flexible and have an overall, general idea of the way you want to act. You want complete intellectual clarity and precision when you make your life choices. Clearly outlining your desires and aspirations better equips you to make choices that reflect the results you want. Make sure that you keep your goal lists updated. This will help them to remain meaningful. The finishing touches. Even if you gain mastery over your emotions, you will make mistakes. Don't be discouraged if you fall down and have to pick yourself up again. Avoid such pitfalls as making decisions while intoxicated, exhausted, or highly stressed. For best results, make choices, especially crucial ones, when you have a clear head. To own your choices and your destiny is empowering. If something goes wrong, acknowledge that your decision was inconsistent with your goals. Then have the courage to fix it. Focus on how you can use this experience as an impetus to move forward. Refer to it in future visualizations and frames if you're ever again stuck in similar circumstances. Continue to prioritize what you want from life and to make conscious rather than emotional choices. As you become more experienced with creating mental pictures, you will be able to access these images with greater ease. When you practice this skill enough, making thoughtful choices that match your goals will become easier. The ability to make conscious rather than emotional decisions will help you script the life you want. Takeaways. 1. The often ignored physiology of emotions can cause damaging behavior. 1. Emotions aren't harmful by nature, but people can mismanage them in damaging ways. 2. The journey to mastering your emotions so they support your goals has 7 steps. 3. First, identify your personal emotional triggers, the people or things that overwhelm you with strong feelings. 4. Second, anticipate hard decisions. 4. Prepare to react consciously, not impulsively. 5. Third, recognize your ambitions so you act to fulfill them. 5. Some goals are concrete, your gold, while others shape a broad vision of your better self, your truth. 6. Use visualization, making a visual representation that combines framing and visualizing to help you conceptualize and work toward achieving your goals. 7. Fourth, change previous negative behavior patterns into deliberate, positive strategies. 8. 5. Remind yourself of these first 4 points so that you will make better decisions. 9. 6. Make decisions that are congruent with your long-range goals. 9. When the time comes to make a resolution, know your truth and your gold. 10. 7. Keep your list of life goals current and relevant. 10. Learn from your mistakes. 11. If you enjoy our content and would like to stay updated with our latest videos, please like, share and consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. 11. Your support means a lot to us. 12. Thanks you so much for watching.